Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video I'm fishing Wapata Pond in southwest Oklahoma. This will be my first time going to this particular body of water, so I figured that I'd show everybody how I use Doodle Earth to, one, find where I want to go, and two, how I'm going to fish a particular lake. So the first thing that I noticed here at Wapata Pond is that it's got two creek arms that are both kind of covered in flooded timber and brush that may present a lot of high percentage opportunities. But the next thing that I notice here is at the mouth of both creeks, you got a point that sticks out, but you also have flooded timber. So everywhere that these fish that are coming in and out of these creek arms is all into this little point right here. It's got flooded timber, but you can also see that the creek channels are all flowing right in here. So you got current running through this timber pretty much all the time. So those are the first things that I'm really going to start probably focusing on targeting. The next thing that I'll pay mind to is that if I look at the overall lake, most of my overhanging structure is all on that southern bank. So what that means is when that sun gets high, I'm going to have this shade line gets casted. And this is going to start providing my high percentage chances all on this southern bank. I probably won't spend a lot of time on this northern side, knowing that this side is going to be cooler. The next thing that I like to do is I like to go back and I look at historical pictures of that lake. So 2015, you can see the water's a little lower. You can see the creek channels a little bit more. But if I go to 2011, you can see that there's pretty much no water in this pond at this time. So this really lets me see where all these creek channels are going and where it starts entering into that main body of water. So what the creek channels are going to do is going to show you that you got current running through these locations pretty much at all times. So if there's no wind, I'm going to be able to focus my areas along these paths and these creek channels. But also, I can come through here and I can start pinpointing some down timber. So I got timber here off the creek channel. I got some submerged flooded timber. I can come down here and mark this grid, mark it onto my phone or my GPS if I have it, and allow me to come back there and just start fishing that log without really even knowing that it's there. So this is just a kind of a quick way I use Doodle Earth to help me identify a lake, and also how do I break down a lake on when I'm going to go ahead and fish it. So hopefully somebody has learned something from this video, and from here let's go fishing. at this point, I think I found the pattern. I've got 3 to 4 fish real quick on the underspin, just casting it into the creek channels. Creek channels are running probably 4 to 6 feet deep, and this really seemed to produce. All of these fish came off of one channel, creek channel right here. The one you see me casting into now. To the right of it is a beaver dam, which in hindsight probably why those fish came through, and I kind of found a false pattern. Didn't really catch anything else. I caught one more that you'll see here in a little bit from the underspin, and the rest of it I really spent 30-40 minutes run through the rest of this backwater and creek channels with no real luck. In hindsight, probably should have started flipping and pitching some of it. Again, it was fairly deep, so a lot of the brush you see there goes back pretty deep. Might have been able to generate a little bit bigger bites than what I was catching. Again, here you go. This is my last fish that I caught running this pattern. From here, after the 20-30 minutes, we went back onto the main body of water where the wind started picking up, started blowing against the southern bank, which is the bank that had most of the overhead structure. When I look at the map overlays, we just started throwing the baby bluegill swim bait over the submerged grass into the southern bank, coming pointing back out against the current, and that seemed to really be our pattern for the rest of the night. And caught a couple more from there, and that really just finishes off the deal. up today's video. I appreciate everyone who is watching. Please leave a comment below on what you might have done differently than I did, or how you approach a new body of water. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Tight lines.